Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Bree, yes me, and welcome to Her Connection Podcast, a show about women connecting with other women and men through different topics regarding life's challenges, dating, friendships, and of course, some kinky conversation. I'm with my two co-hosts, Alisha
Hey y'all.
and Joslin.
Hey y'all.
So, how are y'all doing today? This evening?
Hungry, tired.
What about you, Alicia?
I'm doing good.
What's been up with y'all? So we're making this episode after New Year's, after Christmas and stuff. So, how's y'all's Christmas and New Year's? How was that?
It's okay. I just been job hunting really during the holidays. So, yeah, that's all I've been
I
doing.
feel that. That's really what I've been doing too.
All right. So we're going to get into this
What about
episode.
you?
Oh. For me, mine went well. Christmas was chill. Had some family come over, and yeah, it wasn't too much happening for Christmas, but yeah, it was chill. All right, so let's get into this episode. We're talking about self-love today. Well, we're talking about self-care. We're talking about self-care today. And which also ties into self-love. So this episode, we're going to call it Self-Love is the Best Love. Is that corny? Is that too corny? Because we could change it.
It's a cliche, so.
It's very cliche, but yeah. So self-love is the best love. And I mean, let's talk about it. So tell me, what type of self-care stuff have you been doing? Or just tell me, some of the challenges you've been having, since COVID happened in this panoramic that we're in.
Panoramic. I can say for mine, I was that person that got my nails done every 2 weeks. I got my nails done, and so I think that's been the hardest thing because it was it shut down, and so you're used to not wearing nails, for a minute, for a few months, and then it was like, oh, we open back up, and you're like, well, I don't know, because you use the same tools on everybody, and so it took me a minute to kind of get back out there, and then even now I still don't get it as regularly as I do. That was a bill for me. Your bills come out every month or whatever. That was a bill, and I made sure I put that in there. Get nails done, that was a necessity. But it's now it's just kind of a if I want to type thing. So I think that was the hardest thing for me as far as self-care goes.
Yeah, I would say for me.
Well.
Go ahead, Alicia.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say going off of what you said, it really made us think about what we saw as priorities. Like me getting my nails done, I was getting my nails done every 2 weeks also. And when all that hit, I was like, okay, I still want my nails done. So I actually went to Sally's and got those nail kits. I even got the drill. I got the drill. I got the nail glue. I got the acrylics. Girl, I was trying to do exactly what they did in the nail shop to myself. So that's it got to that point. And but I think this pandemic makes you realize what are your priorities? Is it getting your nails done, or is it, trying to make sure you get food and stuff and things like that? Cause yeah. And especially talking about, oh, they're using the same tools on each other. you don't think about that. You don't really think about that until after the fact. Or, once this happened, it really made you think like, why weren't we already thinking about that stuff? Like standing, apart 6 feet in a line. Why weren't we already doing that? Why weren't we already, putting hand sanitizer on after we go from the grocery store? Like, why weren't we already doing that stuff? So, no, I definitely agree.
Right.
It really makes you think about your priorities.
Well, for me, I think it's restaurants, the mall. I think that even though it's opened back up, it's never gonna be the same. So I think it really messed up me opening up, finding new people, networking, whatever. So even when jobs, like when I had to go through my interview, I had to do it virtually. Like that messed that up as well. So
Yeah. I remember back like pre-COVID, it was like in order for you to get a virtual interview, like you had to have a reason of why you couldn't come. Like you had to be like out of state or something like that, because they're like, oh well, we don't do that. But now it's like, well, y'all could have did it, like because y'all doing it now. I think
Yeah.
it's definitely changed some stuff.
So, about like, how has this made y'all feel, like in general? For me, I was a little like, oh dang, now I really can't go out anywhere. We're in our early 20s. We're trying to take advantage of this time. Like I was not able, just like a lot of people, to celebrate my birthday this year and stuff like that. It's just those little things that you had planned. So I was just like, really? And I felt, kind of sad about it. But when I think about it, that was like a privilege to even say that, I could go out and stuff. But we didn't think of it that way. So like
Right.
we took advantage of outside. And I know a lot of people have been saying that, but we did. We really took advantage of actually being able to go outside. So, but how has it made y'all feel just not being able to go out?
It sucked. It sucked for real. And honestly, it's just because like as y'all know, like I had so much stuff planned last year, and like I had to cancel everything. Like my whole year, I just had to cancel it. So it definitely did suck, and it was just like, well, now like I know for a fact that like I slacked off a lot. Like I got lazy because I was like, well, there ain't no point in exercising. I ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm be in the house. Like, there's no point in really keeping up with like my hair and everything because I'm in the house. Like, who gonna see me unless I go to the grocery store? And everybody should understand by now that's like it's COVID. I don't care. So it's just a lot of things, like a lot of little things that like kind of added up. And then it's just like at the end of it, it's just like you don't feel like doing nothing. It's just lazy. You're in a bad mood all the time, like grumpy. So that's what it was for me. Like I think I was probably 70% of the time just like grumpy and just didn't want to be bothered at all the whole year.
yeah,
I
same
feel
for
that.
me. It was definitely depressing, but at the same time, like Sabriya said, we didn't um have appreciation for outside until now. So I feel like when things kind of get back to normal, then like we'll really appreciate and like I guess this was like a challenge for us. We needed this. So at the same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Like when it does open back up, now that we know there's going to be a vaccine, and things does open up again, we're going to be more appreciative in where we spend our time and
Right.
how we spend our time. So that's definitely a thing that
And
people
who we
are
spend our time with.
that one right there. So yes, so I think it's definitely an eye opener, like you said, Alisha. It's an eye opener. It makes you like think twice about, okay, now that I can do this again, uh, what am I gonna do? Um,
mm,
so now I want to talk about like how, because a lot of people right now are still going through those feelings, the feelings of feeling depressed. And I know there's different types of depression.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Alicia, I know you did say something about you have seasonal depression. Am I right or wrong?
yeah, you're right.
All right, yeah. So I don't really know about that. Like, I don't really know what that feels like, but I know it's probably like, it sucks because, you need that sunlight. You need a good day for you to have a good day. But what do you
Yes.
do? What do you do in those times? Like, how do you overcome that? Or do you even
Honestly, I
try?
really, that's the thing. Like, I just sleep, and mine's not that bad. Like, it has to like not be sunlight for days. Like, it's just one day, like a rainy day, I'm alright. But it's just like days. No, I haven't seen no sunlight. Like, it just changes my mood because I don't know. I can't really explain it. I don't know if you can explain that, like how you feel. So
Mm.
yeah,
So
it's
you'll
just
just go to sleep and
yeah, go to sleep mostly.
mm.
Not try to think about it. So the only thing I can do by not thinking about it is sleeping because I'm not aware. So and I know that's probably not a good thing, but
But it's what you do.
so yeah.
I mean, we all have our own habits that aren't always good habits. So that's fine. I like to eat when it's raining outside. Like, I eat a lot. So when and it's like I'm saying, like thunderstorming outside, I'm like, let me go get some food and sit on this couch and get like comfortable. Get me a good movie on. I'm straight. Like, that's my type of mood. So that's what I like to, you know, when I feel kind of down, because this year has definitely been a testing time for me. So when I'm feeling, upset, of course, like, I like to talk to you guys. And I think that's really
Mhm.
important for people that, you know, are going through just this challenging time alone. Maybe reach out to somebody and let somebody know how you feel. I'm not saying go to a therapist, but maybe if there's somebody or a friend that you feel like you can trust, I think that's important. So I suggest talking to people because I think you two, y'all really helped me get through a lot this year. And I let y'all know that. And I think that's important, is that good communication.
Oh, I know.
But communication is key. All right. So Jocelyn, how do you get through those moments where you feel like you're alone, or maybe you just feel like you're too stressed at that moment? Because I know you're going through a lot, especially with the wedding that you were going to have in June and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like I snapped on a lot of people, um, for sure. And like
Yay, you didn't snap on me.
no, but like my husband just like is looking at me. He's like, "Yeah, you
He,
did a
he
lot."
didn't snap on me, so I'm good.
um, no, like I think I'm gonna be honest. I did a terrible job at like managing my stress level and everything. To be honest, I feel like if you gotta cry, like just cry. I feel like that's like the best thing that you can do because it's like if you sit there and try to hold it in or whatever, and you know, like I'll be honest, like I had mental breakdowns like every other week, like it was like scheduled or something. And I don't know, it was just like if you just cry, like I would cry and be like, all right, I'm good. I want some food now. Like, I'm good to go on about my day. But it's like, I mean, that's what you got to do because it's like, what else can you do? And then like, you also got to keep that mentality of like, you know, it's out of your control. Like, it's in somebody's control. They ain't do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
But, it's out of your control. Like you can't do nothing about a virus. So it's like, you do what you can. So especially like in the summer, if I could get out like social distance, like to like a park in DC or something like that, like I would go, just to be like out feeling, the breeze or something like that, just so I can be out of like the house. Or like I will go on a walk or something like that, just to like get out of the house. But yeah, that's pretty much how I handled the year. I was mad for a while because I was just like, dang, ain't nobody doing what they're supposed to be doing. And like we're all suffering from it. So I don't know. That's pretty much how I handled everything.
I feel like people make it seem like it's bad to cry. It's bad to let it out. But that's the whole point. Like, why would you keep those emotions, that stress and stuff in? Now, I'm speaking on the people that, not the people that have, an actual thing going on, but I'm talking about those people that, just don't know how to handle stressed and stuff like that. What we were going through during the pandemic. So, it's okay to cry. It's okay to let it out. You don't have to cry in front of everybody. You can cry by yourself in a corner, in the bed, whatever. Like, but just letting that out is important, because holding it in is going to be 10 times worse in the long run. And I think a lot of people think that, oh, I can't cry because it means that I'm weak, or it means that, I'm strong and I'm not going to be able to get through it. Like, it's going to be okay. And definitely let those feelings out, whether you talk to somebody or you're just crying by yourself in bed. That's super important. And self-care, like doing things that makes you happy by yourself, is very important too. And that's another thing we're going to talk about. So what things do you do for yourself? And Joslin, like you said, you go to the park, feel the breeze in your hair so you can have a good day. Like, that's cute. But what other things do y'all do for yourself? Maybe you pamper yourself. Go, I don't know, getting your nails done to some people is like self-pampering. Like, they love that stuff, and it makes them happy, and they know they can get through the week because their nails are done. Like, little things like that helps. You'd be surprised. Like, some stuff like that is what people need to get through their day or get through their week. So what are some things that you have to do that will be like, yes, I'm gonna have a great week this week because I've done this and now I feel good? Like, what's your reset?
Mm-hmm.
Mine, I like to shop.
Nah, that's adding more stress and more money. But that works for you.
Now, I don't do it every time like I'm feeling a type of way, but like when I can get myself something nice, I feel good. So I'm just letting y'all know I do like to do a little shopping. I'm not even gonna lie, I do like to shop. But like another thing I do, I like to listen to podcasts, and those things, there's certain podcasts that I listen to, like manifesting podcasts, very positive type podcasts is what I listen to. And that stuff helps me reset and start reflecting more on, okay, what makes me happy, and reflecting on myself and what my goals and achievements are. So listening to things like that, I mean, that really just helps me to be like, okay, I can get through the day or I can get through the week. So that's for me. I like listening to podcasts.
So one thing that I recently started doing that helps with stress is working out, and um that just, it makes me like think, okay, now I'm working on my body myself, and I don't know how, but it just blocks out the noise, like that outside. So then after I work out, they have these like little massage chairs to relax. So I like to do that. And other than that, I like to listen to music. And I think that I like
Alisha, the
being.
type of music you listen to is too gangster to be like, this is relaxing. Like, you be listening to trap music.
Oh my God, not all the time. Not all the time. Like at night, to help me go to sleep, I listen to like relaxing music, and I like piano, um, instrumentals. Like people don't know that, so like at night, that's what I like to do. So, and it helps me like, okay, to end the day off, and I can go to sleep faster. Oh my God, what happened? Oh snap. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay, I'm back.
Oh my goodness. No, but I mean, I'm like Alisha. Like, I like to listen to music, and I realized that that was one of my problems is that I wasn't listening to music enough. Because it was like, typically I used to listen to music when, well, I used to commute to work. So like I have my headphones in. Well, I have my music on in my car. From the time I get in my car, the time that I got on the bus and the train to get to work. So it's like I had my music playing in my ears and my headphones or whatever all the way to work. So it's like, I was always preparing myself for the day. But I realized I stopped doing that. And so it's like every now and then, like when I get in the shower, like I have my speaker in the bathroom and like I'm playing music, or like if I'm cleaning up or something like that, like I'm playing music on my TV. So it's like, especially when I need that moment, like by myself, like I sit there and play my music. And I'm the type of person that likes to listen to like R&B music and like alternative R&B and stuff. And so it's like, that's the type of music that kind of like keep me calm. Like when somebody to make me mad, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to music or I'm gonna go and cook something. And like everybody in my house knows that like if you see me cooking in the middle of the day, that's because somebody that made me mad and I need to calm down. Like that's how I cope with like my anger and my stress. So
I would make you mad all the time then. Be like, all right, now you mad now. Go make me some grits and some shrimp and grits. But yeah, so
I probably would do it anyway.
and I like to cook too. Like that's another thing. I like to cook. I like to cook, and not just when I'm mad, but that's just another thing that is for me and that I can say, it's just therapeutic to just get in the kitchen by yourself and
Facts.
and just making something yeah, so little things like that is important. I know for just making sure you're focused on yourself. So basically what we're trying to say is find something that you really like to do and do it. Like that should be something that is all about you and not about the people around you and not about, the opinions of other people. Just do something that's going to make you happy. And when you're feeling that way, you're preoccupied, so you're not so much thinking about, okay, what are we in right now? That's like a bigger picture. Sometimes you just got to focus on those small things. And that's, it's about getting through the day. All right, so Joslin, do you have any? Talk to us about what you want to say today. Like, what are we doing?
So I have some tips for self-care from goodhousekeeping.com. Um, so one of their tips was spend 20 minutes clearing clutter. And I feel like, because we were in the house, it was so easy to kind of just like, oh, you know what? Laundry don't need to be done today because I don't have to go to work. Like I don't have to dress
Stop
presentable.
speaking so loud. Like, relax. Like, you're telling all my business. Calm down, please.
Some just leave the laundry there, and then it's like, oh, so like you're ordering stuff online, but it's like, you're ordering stuff to replace stuff that you already have, but you're not getting rid of that stuff. So basically, you're just like hoarding stuff. So it's like if you just spend 20 minutes a day just clearing out stuff, then you'll feel so much better. Like I know I feel so much better when I clean. Like when I deep clean, I feel so much better.
And I just did that the other day. Like I took all almost, what do you call that? Not spring cleaning. It's like, because it's wintertime. But, just going through all the stuff that I know I don't wear, cleaning out my drawers. And I'm trying to give it to Goodwill. I'm trying to make that deadline. They're never open when I go. But I'm about to give it to Goodwill. So just making sure that yeah, definitely cleaning. Cleaning is very therapeutic. Because after you're done, you're just like, yes.
You be real proud of yourself too.
You're
like,
all zen.
I did a good job.
Yeah, and then you're so zen after like your whole room is clean. You're just like, this is nice. Like your mood changes. I kid you not. My mood changes when my room is clean. I'm a whole different person when my room is a mess. I'm a whole different person. So when my room is clean and I'm in a good mood, or if I'm in a good mood, you just need to be like, yeah, Sabriya's room is
So another one of their topics was refilling your water bottle. hourly. So look at you. There you go.
While you talking, I'm gonna do like those. You're the announcer.
So apparently, water has a lot of like things that help boost your immune system and like your mood and stuff like that. So by drinking water constantly, it's kind of like giving you more energy and everything like that. So if you want the real facts, like go look it up on Google. I'm sure they got it.
Go look it up. If you want to know more, google.com.
Look, Google, we giving promotions here, all right? Like, I need Google, come on now.
Look, we're gonna have a banner at the end saying Google. Sponsored by Google.
So another one was steep up your morning routine. So it's like getting into a routine of like things that you do in the morning. And it's not just like, you get up, you roll out of bed, you don't even bother to go shower, change your clothes, and that you just like, some people don't even brush their teeth. They just get up, like, all right, well, I'm gonna eat something, get back in the bed. Like, no, get up, actually put on clothes as if you were going to go out of the house. Like do a morning routine or something like that, like a facial routine, like take a shower, brush your teeth, like, get yourself as if you were going somewhere.
That's kind of sad that you actually got to tell people to do that, because that is so true though. Some people really don't.
Some people don't.
They're behind.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't doing that pre-COVID, so it's just like.
And it's like, I get it, you're in your own like home and everything, but don't you feel weird like not washing? I don't know. Like, to me, I just feel weird going out the house or staying in the house and not washing. Like, I don't feel like my day has really started until I wash. But one thing I have done, like you said, routine, like I'll wake up in the morning and I'll wake up in the morning and I'll get me some coffee before I brush my teeth and get ready for the day. So sometimes regardless, sometimes I may change it up and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna brush my teeth first and then I'm gonna get my coffee. I think like changing up that routine can also be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, it's good to have a routine, but sometimes change it up, even if it's something small, like changing up, brushing your teeth before you drink your coffee and then brushing them again. Like things like that, it puts purpose to your day, because, little do you know, you need that change in stuff to keep it moving sometimes. So your day doesn't feel so predictable, and when it's more predictable, it gets tiring and you get bored and you get annoyed, and that can also change your mood throughout the day when you feel like, oh, it's just going to be like any other day. So little things like that, changing up your routine, definitely. I'm with that one.
Right. So another one is taking a lunchtime stroll. So I know I used to sit there and use I used to combine my 15s. I got 2 15s and a 30. I used to combine them and make a whole hour and just like go outside and walk. Just like get up and like, stop from sitting in front of like the TV or your computer or whatever you're working on, and like, take a break from all that and like go outside, smell the fresh air, whatever. It's kind of cold now, so it's like if you do that, that's up. But it's just like that also will help boost your mood. It says throw open your shades. So like I know I'm definitely a person where I like a lot of windows in the house. And it's like, especially during the springtime when you got that slight breeze, like 70 degrees outside, open the windows and kind of like the whole house just like air out. That's like my type of thing. Like I like bright natural light so that I don't have to deal with like, first of all, light bill. But then it's like, it kind of like boosts your mood and kind of make it feel less like dark in your house and stuff like, especially if you're staying in the house. Like if you live in a dark place and then, you can't go nowhere to see the light, it just kind of makes it invite inside your house, minus the insects and the animals. So
there's a lot of people though that like the darkness. Like that's so weird.
Yeah.
Like they're like,
But
I
I feel like
can't.
it don't affect their mood though.
Okay,
So
because
I
I'm.
feel like if it affects your mood, then
It would definitely affect my mood because I can't. I can't be where it has to be. If it's morning time, I want to feel like it's morning time. Like
right.
open the blinds and everything. So no, I get that.
And another tip that I took from them is laugh with friends. So it's like a lot of people couldn't see their friends due to COVID. So it's like, simple FaceTime, a simple Zoom meeting, or whatever. Like just having, I know a lot of people did social hours or happy hours on Zoom or FaceTime or whatever, or Clubhouse, whatever you use, you know. Just making sure that you have a good laugh with your friends will also help. Like I know when I talk to my friends, I can be having a bad day and I'll talk to them, and then my day is just like I'm like, oh, I'm in a good mood now because I don't talk to them. So I feel like that's also a good thing for people to do. And it's like, even if you want to go out with your friends, like if you want to go out to a park or like social distance, wherever you go or whatever, something like that, there's ways to do it now. Like I feel like people have kind of coped with COVID in a sense. So like they kind of made accommodations to make it work. So it's a lot more things that you can do now that you couldn't do in the beginning. Um, so yeah. And then I know I have my own personal thing as far as self-care goes that I like to do. I do it every year, or at least I try to do it every year. I slacked last year and didn't do it. But I say make a vision board. Like a lot of people don't do it, but it's like when you can visually see what you want to accomplish for the year and stuff, it kind of like helps instead of like, you thinking and you're like, oh yeah, this year it's gonna be new me, yada yada yada, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be stress free, whatever. But like you said it, and then 9 times 10 you're gonna forget it and be like, oh, I forgot I set that as a goal. But it's like if you see it on a board, then like, anytime you're feeling down, you can look at that board and be like, okay, well, I promised myself that I wasn't gonna do this. It's up on my board. So, then you kind of like set yourself back. So I believe that's self-care because it's like mentally reminding yourself like all the time that that's what you said you were, that's what you promised yourself. If you make promises to other people, make a promise to yourself that you are going to take care of yourself. So yeah, that's what I have as far as tips for self-care this year.
Thank you. I also want to say, with the vision board, even if it's just like one picture of something that you're a goal of yours that you're trying to get to. So for me, it's getting my own place. Because your girl needs her own place. So just posting that on the front of your bedroom or something like that. Just knowing that that is your goal, and you're gonna do what it takes to get there. So I definitely think that vision boards are definitely self-care. So let's get to the quiz game part segment. So I want to do like a self-care quiz. So let's get into it. And I want to hear y'all's thoughts. So on average, every day, how much time do you spend on yourself? Or how much time do you take for yourself each day? I take like I can't even say, I don't know. Well, with us being at home a lot, you would think I would take more time, but I guess I really only take like 10 minutes, cuz then I'm like, okay, what do I need to do today? And I'm like focusing on everything
That's
that I
true.
need to do throughout that day. But to really say that I take time out of that day on me, which like listening to music and stuff like that, usually like when I go out to the grocery store or something like that. So 10 minutes, I would give myself 10 minutes.
What about you, Alicia?
Well, definitely, I don't know, because by now, like, I have a lot of free time, like, other than, looking for jobs, I feel like the whole rest of the day goes to myself because I mean that's the only thing I need to focus on right now. I mean, I don't go grocery shopping or nothing like that. Or yeah. I mean I work out, I go out, do I guess I just do what I want to do. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have like any like major responsibilities since I've been out of school. Like I don't have deadlines or nothing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. I don't know. I say on average, it's just like I think it varies on the day and varies what I got to do. Because if I don't really have anything to do, it could be 30 minutes to like 2 hours. But I don't know if it's like necessarily self care because it's like I'm doing something within that time period. I mean, it's
Right.
for myself, but it's like, you know, I don't know. So it kind of depends. And it's like if I'm gonna go to the store and I want to go by myself, then I kind of consider that self care. So I'm like, that means nobody gonna bother me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because now it's like sometimes going to the store is a hassle. It's like,
right.
dang, I gotta go to the store because it's so crowded sometimes. I don't know. I don't, you won't see me in Walmart. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. You will not see me in
Walmart
Walmart.
will always be ghetto.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
and like so I'll go to like Safeway or something like that, but sometimes Safeway be packed. So I don't know. It really does just depend.
Mhm.
All right, next. How much water do you drink like in a day? What would you give yourself? Are you drinking enough water?
I would
No.
definitely
Both
say
of y'all look guilty.
no. I definitely say because I have this big. I want to say 16 ounces. I drink like four that day. And if I don't bring that out, I always like carry a little water bottle with me. And I don't drink sodas. It's just juice, cranberry juice, or water. That's all I really drink anyhow. So
She made me look real bad.
Why?
what?
No, I mean I drink water, but it's like, you know, a lot like I don't carry around like I used to carry around a big like jug or whatever that had like you know the times on it or whatever. I did that like I think I did that for like a whole week, like a few years ago or something like that. I was in a good mood like every day or whatever because of it, but it was just like you gotta pee like every 10 minutes. It would just be
Yes.
like
I've
so I
noticed
mean like
that.
I didn't slacked off, but it's like, you know, I do drink at least a bottle of water a day. I could do more. I could do more.
I would say I probably drink like two whatever those are. The water bottle, 2 of these a day. That's what I
How
do.
many ounces is it?
Huh?
How many ounces? It still have it on the bottle.
I have no idea.
Oh.
It doesn't have it. This isn't the like the measurement one. It's just yeah, I have no idea. But anyway, I drink 2 of those a day and I feel great. But like Jocelyn said, I always have to use the restroom. Always. Like every time I sit down, it's almost annoying because I'm like, okay, I gotta use the restroom right now. So yes. Look at Jocelyn drinking water. Okay, Jocelyn. After you
Look,
just
that might be an
said
unpopular. That might be an unpopular opinion. I don't like tea. Y'all like tea, but I do not like tea. Sweet or unsweet. Yeah,
Really?
you're missing
yeah.
out.
The
Well,
only
I can't drink McDonald's sweet tea no more.
tea.
Oh no! See, I never can finish McDonald's sweet tea.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
too
I
sweet.
don't. They be
It's
trying to
way
give you everything under the sun. That drink just be, it literally be drinking sugar. And like
diabetes.
at first, I used to be able to like maintain it, but it's like now, it like I can't.
It don't matter how much ice you put in that. It's never gonna taste. It's
Because all
not
I do
gonna.
is just water down the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So you still taste nothing but sugar and water.
Unpopular opinion. I like extra ice in my drinks.
and that's less drink.
Okay. Well, I like it to be cold. I need it to be
She like
cold.
ice. She like ice with the drink. So she be ordering a cup of ice and be like, "Can you just add like a
You
little
have
tinkle
to
of
drink
juice?"
it. You have to drink it super fast because you cannot let that ice melt. But it
I was like,
tastes
"Yeah,
so
can I get
good
a large ice with
with a little bit of drink,
with
with a
some
little bit of
juice?"
tea.
Light juice.
Light juice. Give me ice. Don't forget the ice. Yes. Okay. Do you get 6 or more hours of sleep at night?
No.
No, but that's my fault though, because I stay up and watch TV. I took 8 hours of sleep, but I don't know.
What you be watching that got you up that late?
Okay, so tell me why I just now got back to watching Criminal Minds. Like, I watched the whole 12 seasons. I think it's 12 or 13, like, a long time ago. Why am I back watching reruns? And I'm up late because, like, yeah, I just like watching a series, All American. Season 3 is back on, so now I'm catching up on season 1 and 2. So that's what keeps me up all night is these TV shows.
They made another season of All American?
Mhm. Yeah.
I have to look back into it because I stopped after they stopped making it back to back. I need something that's gonna make it back to back. If they're not making back to back episodes and I stop, I'm less likely to go back and watch it. Same with How to Get Away with Murder. After like there was one season where it was like a whole gap from them making an episode, so I just stopped watching it. But yeah, well, that's self-care, Alisha. Watching the show.
Kind of. I'm losing sleep.
Yeah, you do need sleep. I say I get at least 6 hours because like I don't really have no reason to be staying up that late. I don't really watch TV like that. The most that I watch is like YouTube and stuff, and I may watch like live podcast shows and stuff, but I don't really get into TV like that anymore. I'm more of a movie person. I'll stream, but once that movie's over, I'm done. I don't know if it's because we getting older or what, but I don't even like once that movie's done, I'm like, all right, I think that's good for the day. Hit the hay. I'm so old. But yeah, that's I don't get into that like that. So I definitely get at least 6 hours of sleep a night. I consume at least 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. True or false for y'all?
What? I ain't gonna lie. What is 5 servings? I do eat fruit. 5 servings, like how much would that be?
Like get a measuring cup. Like, okay, let's see. I don't know. I really don't know how much 5 servings of fruit is. Like, you know those IHOP fruit cups? I'm guessing that's a serving. I don't know. Like, I'm basing servings off of that. When I hear of like fruit cup servings, I think of that. I don't know why. Or the Chick-fil-A cups, fruit cups. That's what I be thinking of serving. I may be completely wrong.
But I drink the naked smoothies, so I guess that's like
okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Those be having you go into the bathroom.
I don't know which one you drinking. Oh my goodness.
I'll stop drinking those because those are just they're too intense. It's just way too intense.
You gotta get the blue machine one. The green one's kind of nasty.
That's the one I was drinking. The green one.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It was like green apple. It was kind of nasty too, and I stopped drinking it. I get together with friends at least once a month. We're in a pandemic.
Yeah, we try.
Yeah, I mean, I only go to Joslin's house. I only go to your house, Joslin.
Yeah,
that's really.
She be at my house.
I do be at your house.
I mean, if not, then it'd be over FaceTime, so I guess that kind of counts.
Yeah. So. We be our little gossip session.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Basically. Definitely. But so what happened?
Like, the way we answer the phone be like, girl, let me tell you, y'all, I'm terrible for that. I always be like, y'all be like, what happened? It'll be good news, bad news. It doesn't matter. I'm always like, oh Lord, let me tell you what happened today. And y'all just be ready. So yeah. I laugh daily. Yes.
In my household, it's like
You got
You
like
got
30
to.
people in your household, so there's no
I
way
really
not to be
do.
laughing. So yeah. When I feel exhausted or unwell, I give myself time out and allow myself to do less.
Yeah,
Mm,
I learned to do that now, and not to overdo myself.
Me too. Like I'm just like I'm not gonna let anything make me that stressed. I used to get stressed over things. And like today, for example, my I don't know if y'all know this, but in my car, the radio, not the radio, but my Bluetooth sometimes doesn't work. It like has a mind of its own. So sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Like today I've had a breakthrough. I was like, that's okay. I'm fine. I just won't listen to music for 30 minutes. Like that is it's okay. Like you're gonna get through this. You're just going home. It's fine. Let's be like just sit in silence. So I think, yeah, you're definitely in control of your own emotions. You just gotta just tell yourself it is not the end of the world. It is gonna be all right. Alicia, do you have any affirmations for us today?
yes, I do. Okay, so it is 14 daily affirmations that Catherine Hurst said that we should say to ourselves every day. So it is okay. I am worthy. I have all the power I need. I make my dreams my reality. I give my unique gifts to the world. I contain multitudes. I will be my own best advocate. I have the strength to succeed. I am the author of my own destiny. I am responsible for my own happiness. I give and receive love each day. I will triumph over all challenges. I have the power to choose. To take care of others, I need to take care of myself. And most importantly, I believe in myself.
Okay, girl. So
Those are good.
yeah, those were good. And I think that's important because I do that too, is just tell myself like just positive affirmations to get through the day. Like, I'm responsible for my own feelings, not the feelings of others. And yeah. All right, so do y'all know the difference between positive stress and negative stress?
Yeah.
I think I know what that
What's the
means. I
difference?
think.
What's the
So
difference?
I feel like positive stress is like when something big about to happen, like a new job, a promotion, holidays coming up. Like you feel stressful, but it's like a good stressful because you're doing something positive. But I feel like negative stress. When I think of negative stress, I just think of work, doing a lot of work, homework, schoolwork, any type of work, and honestly, it's like I feel like anything that's positive stress is doing what you love to do or what you want to do. Anything negative is how can I put it? I don't even know how to put it really. Like I had it, but now it's gone. Now it's gone.
No, I agree with you. I would say like negative stress is basically like anything that makes you feel like negative, like makes you upset, makes you not feel like yourself or anything like that. Like anything that does harm to you, any stress that does harm to you is negative stress. But like you said, like, if you're stressing because you got a new job, stuff like that, and it's like you want to do your best or whatever, like that's good stress. Like good stress, or positive stress motivates you to do something, so it's just like that type of thing.
No, y'all had it straight on. Like, Alicia got positive stress completely correct, and definitely, Jocelyn, you had negative stress correct because negative stress is when it's making you exhausted rather than accomplished. You know, positive stress, it should make you feel accomplished. It should make you feel good about it at the end, or just the fact that you're doing something that's helping you or it's leading to something great. So, like a wedding or, you know, getting prepared for a job interview or something, yeah, it's going to be a little stressful because you got to take time to get it correct and make sure that everything's going to go right. But negative stress is things that are pretty much like a burden, something that's really, taking a toll of you. And, you want to definitely prevent a lot of that negative stress throughout your day. And just knowing and acknowledging the difference between positive and negative stress can definitely, it might change your mindset on things, because not all stress is negative, and a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
Not all stress is negative. So deciphering which one is which is very important. Yeah, so that is the end of our second episode. I want to say thanks to all who are listening. So definitely send us questions. We want to do a new segment called Ask Joslin, where you can ask Joslin for some advice, even like marriage advice, because she is married, and or just wanting to ask one of us some questions. Send your questions to our Gmail at herconnectionspodcast@gmail.com. And also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at her_connection. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.